Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic, and today we're looking forward. I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Age franchise, and I'm anxiously awaiting the fourth installment, likely to appear on next generation consoles. BioWare has had some ups and downs, including the turbulent Mass Effect Andromeda that seemed to really halt their momentum. So looking forward, I want to bring up a few things that they could add or evolve in this franchise, and maybe some mechanisms that they dropped that they should return to. In Dragon Age Inquisition, we travel to a lot of varied places, and they seem to cover all the bases in terms of atmosphere. Hot desert locations, high snowy peaks, typical fantasy forests. They did a lot, but it was all fairly typical of the genre. In the next entry, I'd love to see places we've never been in a few different ways. In terms of story, I'd love to see this take place in a corner of the world we've never experienced, which means our maps could possibly become a little bit more unique. Show us cultures we've never seen and environments that are truly unique to this world. With that, we might open up the options for what playable characters we might see. Inquisition opened up the option to play as a Qunari, but it surprisingly had very little effect on the story. It seemed mostly cosmetic. One of the best parts of Dragon Age 2 was the look at the Qunari culture, which was pretty much ignored if you chose to play as one in Inquisition. So I'd love to see your race and class actually make an impact, as well as potentially new options for what you could choose. One way to help do this would echo back to what Origins did so well and incorporate unique missions, either to start with or scattered throughout, that change or are unique based on your character. I've always been happy with the party that you're able to gather in the Dragon Age games, so I'd continue that trend with a diverse lineup of characters that can join your cause. In Origins, I loved the character Shale, a stone golem. Just because the character races might be pretty restrictive, I'd love to see more options of party characters that are beyond the typical races. I'd also love to see more consequences, characters that might leave your party for making certain choices, characters that you might never run across. This might help different run-throughs feel unique. If you're discovering a new character for the first time on your second or third run-through, that might help a run-through feel unique when you remember unique moments with unique characters. And I'd never hear the end of it if I didn't advocate for a diverse lineup of romance options. People love that. I don't think I need to go into too much depth here. Now let's talk about combat. Dragon Age has a bit of a teeter-totter history with how combat is handled. I think Inquisition came close to managing a fine balance, allowing people to hack and slash like an action game, but also allowing a time-stopped tactical option for you to queue up spells and other actions. I'm okay with the fast-paced action, but I think giving more benefit to the tactical players would incentivize that style of play a little bit more. Inquisition also made a change that was much welcomed, considering how open that world was, and that was the addition of mounts. Traveling the world on an epic stag, or charging into battle on a giant nug, these mounts made for a lot of fun. From day one, I wanted more variety though. Having mounts tied to missions or choices in the game could be interesting, so maybe you only get access to a cave spider mount if you chose a dwarf from that area of the world, for example. Mounts also didn't really serve a purpose in combat, but maybe that could change too. What else do you feel like could benefit the upcoming sequel? Are there facets of Origins that have faded that should return, or aspects from similar RPGs that the new Dragon Age should adopt as well? Let's discuss in the comments until the eventual reveal. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe.